Hello everyone, I'm Paul Higgins.
I'm PJ.
And I'm Mackenzie.
Yesterday, we honored America and our veterans with Veterans Day. It's without question one of the most important days of the year as we honor the men and women who have served and who are currently serving our country. I'm honored to say that that's you, PJ.
I'm honored to say that my father, grandfather of PJ and Mackenzie, Robert Matthew Higgins Jr., served in the Korean War and was an expert rifleman. He taught his fellow soldiers how to be experts themselves. Some of his best friends did not return.
My grandfather was one of the lucky ones.
I'm very proud of my father and how he enlisted into the military to represent and serve our country in very difficult times. I'm sure you have similar stories and people in your family that served our country. This is a special Veterans Day edition of Eagle TV 2.0. We start off with an open produced and edited by Junior Nicole Rios. Later in the show, we will be joined by veterans of Santa Margarita who we are honored that are in our SM family. This is Eagle TV 2.0, a special Veterans Day.
Sincere, unscripted, unwritten, for all that you've given, forgiven, I'm driven. I wanna be better than I was, better than I am, so I say, all I'm trying to say is I thank you. I thank you. All I'm trying to say is I thank you.
I'm Ethan Rupp.
And I'm Ella Lau.
As Mr. Higgins mentioned, this is a very special edition of Eagle TV 2.0 as we honor the men and women, past and present, in our U.S. military.
That's right, Ethan. We know the dedication and commitment of our armed services of America would be in a much different place. With that said, what is Veterans Day? What really does it represent? Our very own David Espinosa has this special look at the history and meaning behind Veterans Day.
Veterans Day is something that all of us know today as one of our national holidays. For most of us, though, we view it as a day off from school or work, but it is much more than that. Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11, 1919, the first anniversary of the end of World War I. Congress passed a resolution in 1926 for an annual observance, and November 11th became a national holiday beginning in 1938. Unlike Memorial Day, Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead, but especially gives thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. Veterans Day occurs on November 11th every year in the United States. In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower officially changed the name of the holiday from Armistice Day to Veterans Day. In 1968, the Uniform Holidays Bill was passed by Congress, which moved the celebration of Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October. The law went into effect in 1971, but in 1975, President Gerald Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the important historical significance of the date. The military men and women who serve and protect the U.S. come from all walks of life. They are parents, children, grandparents, friends, neighbors, and co-workers, and are an important part of their communities. We thank all of you for your service to this great country. God bless you, God bless your families, God bless America, and happy Veterans Day.
As you can see for yourselves, Veterans Day gives us pause and reflection as we proudly remember those men and women who have served in the military and for those who have given their lives for freedom. Mr. Higgins' broadcast journalism class produced a special segment on Veterans Day, one that hits close to home.
Armistice Day, which commemorated the end of hostilities in World War I. However, Veterans Day replaced Armistice Day and was created on June 1st, 1954 to honor veterans of all American wars. Speaking of honoring veterans, there are members of the SM faculty and staff who have bravely served our country. Kevin Hagen, who was in the U.S. Air Force, Chris DeFries, who was in the U.S. Marine Corps, Bruce Fleming, who was in the U.S. Air Force, Craig Donahue, who was in the U.S. Army, Pellegrino Sirignano, who was in the U.S. Marine Corps, Jim Harrell, who was in the U.S. Air Force, Rebecca Wood, who was in the Army Nurse Corps, Eric Villalobos, who was in the U.S. Army, and John Arendando, who was in the U.S. Army. Thank you for your service. That's all we have for today. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for that special segment and insight. As you can tell here at SM, we have several men and women who have proudly served in the U.S. military. This morning in our Eagle TV 2.0 studio, we would like to recognize some of these men and women as our very own. Robin Stoop takes a moment to welcome them and to our set. Robin?
All right, Eagles. I'm here with Pellegrino Sirignano, Jim Harrell, and Chris DeFries. So I wanted to start it off by asking, what branch in the military did you guys serve?
United States Marine Corps.
U.S. Marine Corps.
U.S. Air Force.
All right. How many years did you guys serve?
5 years.
37.
5 years.
So what motivated you guys to actually enlist?
I just wanted to serve my country and be part of a team.
I came in during Korea, followed up my older brother who was in World War II.
My family, my uncles were in World War II, and I just wanted to serve.
So what would you say to anyone who's interested in enlisting?
I'll say to do it. You never regret it.
You make friends forever. Proud to serve the U.S.
Yeah, I think it makes you a better person, really, overall.
Thank you guys for your service. Back to the hosts.
Thank you, Robin, and an excellent job. Thank you guys once again to our SM staff and faculty, our veterans of the United States military. Taking care of some SM business here is Leah with some announcements.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Leah Sakakini, and here are some announcements. The Ronald McDonald Club will be hosting a charity drive all this week. Each grade is responsible for different items to donate. Freshmen bring paper towels and paper plates. Sophomores bring Lysol wipes and antibacterial soap. Juniors bring plastic utensils, and seniors bring 10-gallon trash bags. There will be bins in your religion class and in campus ministry. We thank you for your donations. The International Club will be having a meeting on Tuesday, November 13th after school in B210. We will be discussing the future visits by other international students, service opportunities, a Christmas party, sponsoring a Family in Need International Food Festival, and next semester's field trip. There will be snacks. Want to deepen your faith and understanding of the birth of Jesus? Come to Praying Through Advent and Christmas, the birth of Jesus in the Scripture Bible study sessions with Dr. Vanderwilt. It's Mondays from 2:05 to 2:15, November 26th, December 3rd, January 7th, and January 14th. There will be scripture conversation, prayer, and snacks. Now back to the hosts.
Thank you, Leah. We all know that SM is definitely a giving campus, and before we go today, we would like to highlight a special food drive that is happening today as a matter of fact. For more, here's Jacob Rossi.
Hi, my name is Jake Rossi, and today I'm going to be interviewing the president and the vice president of the Boxes of Love Club. Let's go check it out. Andrea, who is the club president of Boxes of Love. So tell me, Andrea, what is Boxes of Love?
So Boxes of Love, we help different philanthropies across Orange County. We raise the items that they need so then we can help the people most in need in OC.
Awesome. So do you have any events coming up?
Yes, next week we're hosting a Ronald McDonald charity drive to raise items for this house.
I'm here with Alyssa, who is the vice president of Boxes of Love. So, Alyssa, what does the Ronald McDonald House do for the community?
So the Ronald McDonald House is a place where families can stay while their kids are in the hospital for little to no cost.
So why should people donate to the Ronald McDonald House?
People should donate to the Ronald McDonald House because these are families who have really sick children, and because of that, their expenses are adding up and they just need some supplies.
So what should people donate?
So we have donations for each grade level, and freshmen are to bring paper towels and paper plates. Sophomores are to bring Lysol wipes and antibacterial soap. Juniors are to bring plastic utensils and coffee cups, and seniors are to bring 10-gallon trash bags and Ziploc freezer bags.
Thank you, Alyssa and Andrea, for talking to us about your club. Students, please remember to bring your supplies for the charity drive next week. I'm Jake Rossi, and back to the host in the studio.
Thank you, Jacob, and thank you, SM, for your heartfelt attention and for your donations.
Thank you, veterans, so much for coming out and spending this long episode of ETV 2.0 with us. And that about wraps us up for this special edition. And once again, just thanking the veterans for coming out and thanking those who aren't with us anymore and who are still serving. On behalf of Ella and I, we just want to thank you again. And God bless. Have a great day, SM.